What happens if I am part of a corporation? How can I obtain residencies for my executives? The first step, if you are part of a corporation and wish to bring foreign personnel to Costa Rica, is to check with your Cuatro Legal immigration expert if you can register your corporation at the immigration department. The primary benefits of a new accreditation process are: priority filing status. The General Immigration Office has designated filing location and staff for accredited companies, reducing the waiting time to file the applications to approximately 5 business days. Reduced processing times. Temporary residency permit processing times are substantially reduced to 30 business days from the date of filing with the General Immigration Office. Current processing time for non-accredited companies is approximately 12 months. Reduced documentation requirements. Foreign national workers for accredited companies are not required to present extensive corporate documentation with their permit applications, as all required corporate documentation will be submitted with the company's accreditation application. And lastly, initiate work in Costa Rica with the filing of the application. Applicants may start working as soon as their application has been submitted to the immigration department, while the applicants for non-accredited companies will have to wait up to 12 months until their approval of their application has been issued and notified so they can start working. The temporary residence permits issued for foreign nationals sponsored by accredited companies will be valid for 2 years, renewable for as long as the company is registered and the foreign national keeps on working for the accredited company. There are different classifications for company accreditation, such as Category A are companies located under a free trade zone regime. Category B are companies registered as exporters before the Costa Rican Ministry of Commerce. Category C are companies operating in the touristic sector, hotels with a touristic declaration and a classification of a 4-star hotel or more, and airlines registered in the Airline Association. Category D are companies operating in the financial, pension, and insurance area in Costa Rica. Category E are companies operating or about to initiate operations in the telecommunication area in Costa Rica and are supervised or registered by the Telecommunications Authority. Category F, multinational companies characterized for having a brand name or trademark which is recognized worldwide and have operations and offices in at least 3 countries besides Costa Rica. Category G are companies that have been hired and designated by the Costa Rican government throughout processes of administrative hiring. Once your corporation is accredited, your executives, managing staff, or specialist workers will be able to apply for temporary residency. If the assignment length is permanent or more than 1 year and the foreign national will receive a salary in Costa Rica, we will also be able to bring dependents, spouse, or children, and we can also process a temporary residency for them. The temporary residency application consists generally of information and supporting documentation from the foreign national and the sponsoring entity, explaining the foreign national's reasons for applying, the basis and nature of the proposed state, for example, an employment contract to perform specific activities for a limited duration, proof of the sponsoring company's good standing with Costa Rican authorities, and proof that the applicant does not have prior criminal history and is not otherwise barred from entry. Temporary resident recipients who are not already in Costa Rica may enter using their temporary residency and are not otherwise required to obtain an entry visa. The required documents for this process are scanned copy of bio page, resume, police clearance certificate legalized or apostilled and officially translated, marriage certificate legalized or apostilled and officially translated as well if applicable, spouse and children's birth certificate legalized or apostilled and officially translated as well, the work contract, salary must be at least minimum wage plus 25%. The information needed to draft supporting documents are monthly salary information, full job description, and length of assignment, temporary residency, validity period. Temporary residence sponsored by companies that are accredited by the Costa Rican authorities are valid for an initial period of 2 years. Temporary residencies can be extended indefinitely provided that the sponsoring entity and the foreign national temporary resident holder continue to satisfy the requirements for the residency. For more information, visit cuatro.legal and go to our resources page. If you don't find what you are looking for, please write and let us know. We will produce a blog or video for you.